Hello everybody, my name is David. I'm a life coach and I try to help people heal from all kinds of different trauma. This is a weekly question and answer video that I do every single Monday, and I'm answering people's questions from last Monday. So anybody new joining us today, welcome, hello, thank you for watching this video. If you got any questions, please ask them down in the comment section. I'll answer them next Monday in the next video. If you could please support me, if you guys think that I'm helping you and I might be beneficial for somebody else, can you support what I'm doing by just subscribing to my channel and voting on this video, a thumbs up or down, and commenting down below, say hi. And anybody who has questions, please tell us your locations, let us know where you are. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everyone's feeling good today. If not, I'm sorry. Let's try to make that better, okay? One of the best ways to heal from emotional pain is to understand it, okay? So let's try to understand what happened to you instead of put it up in a category of it was just evil, they're Satanists, they're bad people that need to die, and all this stuff. Let's try to understand what happened so we can feel better about it and not do it again. So I recommend something every single week to help people with their journey in recovery and healing from pain. This week I'm going to recommend another book. It comes from a supporter of the channel. You guys might see her down below, Gypsy Feet. I value her opinion, and she's from Montana, by the way. I value her opinion. She does a lot of self-work, and I've been noticing that over time, and so I think this might be a good book. She really likes it, and anybody who reads it, please give me your feedback on it, too. Thank you. So Gypsy Feet recommends a book by James S. Gordon, MD, called Unstuck: Your Guide to the 7-Stage Journey Out of Depression. And what I want to do for some of you guys who think that this book isn't for you because you may not be depressed or that depressed, I'm just going to read off some obvious signs of depression you guys may or may not be aware of, but you may not realize that this is depression. A lot of my clients don't realize they're depressed when they tell me some of the things they're experiencing, how they're feeling. Here are some signs of depression: little interest or pleasure doing things, feeling down, hopelessness, helplessness, feelings of hopelessness and helplessness, feeling tired, low energy, low appetite, overeating, weight change, low self-esteem or worth, poor concentration, focus, memory, and making decisions can be difficult. Speaking slowly in a monotone, restlessness, feelings that you'd be better off dead, hurting yourself or someone else. What does that sound like? All your abusers, why do they hurt you? They're depressed. Okay? They're dealing with their own hurt they have inside themselves. If this is causing problems in your job, if this part of your life is leaking into your workplace, difficulty getting along with others, big problem I've noticed with victims who are depressed, poor self-care and home care. So those are just some symptoms of depression. If you guys are experiencing these, do something about it, okay? Here's a book that Gypsy Feet thinks would help you because it really helped her. Here, what'd she say? I forgot. This book helped me get a grip on a lot of aspects of my total being. I still think about it often. She says it was recommended on Merkel.com probably over a decade ago, a reputable natural health website that I also highly recommend. So thank you for that recommendation. I found this book on Amazon, and paper book, $18, Kindle, $11.99, hard copy under $20. I'll put the link down below for the book and Amazon if you guys are interested in purchasing it. And anybody who reads it, please give me some feedback. Thank you. And thank you for recommending that book. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the questions. Please, everyone, locations. I'm going to try to remember to say that as many times as I can. And here's the first question with no location. Please give us your locations, guys. So White Dove, Life Coach White Dove, Life Coach asks, what does it take to get out of trauma bond? After 33 years, he is using his son and living life. It's unbelievable he is getting away with murder, but no one knows. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're asking for you or your son. But trauma bond is addiction. Okay? That's why we may not want this person back, and we know he's not what we need, and he feels really bad and all this stuff, but yet you feel this yearning to go back to him, to help him, to be there for him when he really needs you, to try to make it work again and all this stuff, right? And it's just, we keep being an addiction, right? And if you've ever had an addiction, or anybody who's had an addiction out there should understand this a little easier. It's the tumultuous up and down of your relationship. I just met someone the other day, and I just met him, and he starts, I miss my girlfriend. I said, what's the matter? He said, well, she just up and left me the other day, and just literally just married my friend. I was like, ooh. I said, did you guys break up and get back together a lot? He said, all the time. I said, that's why you miss her. Even though we might become somewhat dependent on a chemical or something like this, addictions are the rise and fall of your happy hormones, okay? And even stress chemical involved in there too. It's a chemical process, and it may be hard to understand, but once we understand that, it kind of narrows down our relationship to that. And we don't get confused thinking, because a lot of us aren't in touch with ourselves after abusive relationships like this. We had to lose ourselves to be with them. And so now here we are alone, and we may not realize that we don't really want them and need them and all this stuff. But once we realize it's just purely addiction, and we take that addiction away and there's nothing left. So we need to really understand this. We need to be in touch with ourselves and start being very clear with who we are, with what we want, what we need, how we feel, what we value, okay? Very, very clear on that. Because going back to our abusers is not very clear thinking, okay? So understand it, heal, but the biggest thing is support. Support. If you're worried about going back to your abuser, I can't think of a better time that you would need support, that you would need to hire support. All of us, man, have problems with people in our lives. If we're married to or dated, in love with someone who abused us, we most often may not have good friends, or we lost our friends. We came from broken families. They may not be there for us. We may not even talk to them anymore. Most of my clients don't have anybody, okay? We need people, and if you don't have people, and you can't really, you can rely on some support from your family and friends, but they're not going to really fix the problems that you're facing. So hire help. Hire somebody. Say, I'm hiring you for support, so I don't go back to this person. Help me, okay? That's my best recommendations. There are all kinds of supplements that you can take as well that help with addiction. If you come see me as a client, I'll help you with what all those are. I've recommended everything in my videos, okay? So you watch enough of my videos, you'll see everything I recommend. I'm sorry for how you feel. Don't give up. Start doing things differently if you want to be in a different place. If this is for your son, I would get your son in counseling immediately. If he's an adult and won't go, there's not much you can do anymore, Mom. You just love him, and you just keep trying to show him and help him figure out who he is, what's important to him, how he feels, because his dad probably feels like crap to him. Let him see that. Focus on what he really values, and he'll see that it's not his dad. Focus on what he needs. You'll see it's not his dad. Focus on what he really wants in life. He'll understand that his dad ain't there for him to help him. We need clarity, okay? Thank you. Good luck. Keep asking questions, and anybody, keep asking me questions, okay? Like the last person, if I didn't answer your question well enough, or you don't understand, or I misunderstood your question, please keep asking me, okay, everyone? Thanks. Peanut butter and shady. Don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations, everyone. I'm going to say, give us your locations. Every question, I'm going to try to remember. And I put it on every video in the comment section. So I know you guys see it. Thank God you're here. Look, yesterday, I told my ex that I missed him and always have my door open to him. He only replied, Oh my, hello Vanessa, how are you guys? Then went ghost. I even apologized for everything. Still no reply. But for months ago, he reached out to me first, asking if I was hungry, and then went ghost. Mind you, he was physically and verbally abusive. Please help. And then your next comment after that, this is important. You said, oh my God, I'm trying. I can't. Well, here's what I said. It doesn't matter what we do, Vanessa, only how we feel about it. So please try to accept what you've done, but look more into what you really want and use your feelings and moral compass. And Peanut Butter and Shady says, oh my God, I'm trying. I can't stop pacing, crying, having total breakdowns. How can somebody be so damn evil, cruel, mean? Like, dude, I gave him everything. That's a problem. You gave him everything and you compromised who you are. It's not your fault if he treats you badly. I'm so sorry. I think it's your parents' fault to not help you understand how to deal with this stuff. Somebody that obviously doesn't respect you, we don't give them everything, okay? If you do some work with a professional who knows how to deal with this, they'll show you what went wrong. They'll show you why. I know this is so hard to accept, somebody that you believe you love being so mean and cruel to you. I'm so sorry. If we get help, we can go back and we can start seeing some signs that we saw and we maybe ignored, and these little things that just help us understand it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Mistreating people is only the person who mistreats someone's fault, okay? Never the victim. You're a victim, and I'm really sorry, but we gotta learn. Please try to learn as much as you can from this. Get support so you don't have to cry and feel so awful by yourself. You're saying you have total breakdowns. Are you asking for help from somebody, from anybody? I can only help you so much by answering questions on here. The only way this will stop is when he's totally out of your life, for one. And you got to start understanding what happened so we don't do this again. If you don't understand this and you chalk it up to he's just evil, you will do this again, or you will be so scared you'll never date again. We have to allow people in our lives. We have to be loved and love people. I'm really sorry. I really am sorry. The help that I can give you is professional help. Not much else I can just tell you to do, without sitting here and coaching you. There are things you can do. There are things you can take. And we need support from people, period. Okay, it sounds like you may not have people in your life. Then again, I'm amazed at how many people, my clients, don't even tell their best friends. Yes, they're my best friend. Well, have you told them about all the stuff you've been going through? No. Damn. If my best friend is going through something that bad and didn't tell me, I'd feel awful. I'm sorry. It's an awful thing. And this has obviously gone on way too long. Way too long. You're giving him everything while he's physically and verbally abusive to you. These kinds of things, acting like he cares about you, then he doesn't know who the hell he is at all. And if he's hurting you, it's because he hurts inside. This is somebody we cannot be around at all or have our children around at all. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Start taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. But get help, okay? That says it all. Like, dude, I gave him everything, and he gave you nothing. I don't know how long that went on for, but obviously too long. I'm sorry. Good luck. I hope you feel better soon, but learn as much as you can. If this is one of the biggest lessons in your life, you better learn from it, okay? Thank you very much. White Dove Life Coach asks, does the narc get karma back? And I get this question so much, right? Because we've all been so wronged, and it's not fair, right? It's just horrible. People don't understand, and we feel like they just get away with it and get away with it and get away with it. If you understand a disordered narcissist or borderline or sociopath, if you understand them, you'll start to understand that they don't really are in touch with how they feel. They aren't really in touch with any of that crap. They care about what they look like and what you think of them. So they are the people that just, I'm happy and just miserable inside. Period. So we think they're, oh, look, they just did all this stuff to us and now they're happy. Look, there was somebody else and they're smiling on Facebook. I saw them the other day and they're arm in arm. They're so happy. That does not mean you're happy. They have a personality disorder. That is not beneficial for them. No, that means they will never, ever experience the good things life has to offer. That's it. They'll never get it. I can't imagine what life would be like, just mundane. Same thing over and over and over again. Losing a part of yourself with everyone you spend time with. Can't get along. It's a curse. You want to know if they get karma back? If you really understood how they felt inside, that would be enough for most people. They're miserable. Miserable. At least we have a chance to change. At least we have a chance to be happy. I've said it before, it's like growing a fruitless tree, putting all your time and effort. That's what they're doing, right? To grow this tree that'll never fruit because they don't know how. I'm sorry for how you feel. Please start trying to focus on you getting better and feeling better, okay? Than them feeling bad. They already do. They hurt people because they're miserable inside. That's why people hurt others. Good luck. Blue Eyes Blue 2. Ontario, Canada. Got a location. Thank you. Do you know how effective EMDR is for c-ptsd? I'm wondering if it is a strange therapy or scientifically legit. I don't want to get involved with anything weird, LOL. Thank you, and hello from Ontario, Canada. Thank you. Hello, Ontario. EMDR, eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. Eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. That's what it stands for. They're doing something with your eye, rapid eye movements and your eyes and stuff to desensitize you to trauma. I've heard some people say it's great, for some people say it's worthless. So I don't have an opinion on that in particular because I've never done it. What I will say is all these kinds of things, whether it's yoga or vitamins and minerals or exercising or getting the needles all in you, right? All this stuff, it's supplemental therapy. You will not, and I promise you, you will not heal from massive trauma throughout your life because of some eye things they do to your eyes. No. Talk therapy is number one and a must. It's not just number one, but number two works too. No. It's not just the best, it's mandatory. We need talk therapy. There is no drug that cures this, and there's no supplemental therapy that cures this, and that's what this is. It may be nice to go along with. Okay? You can have talk therapy and then try other things too. Great. I recommend it. Why not? If it helps, great. People are all different too. What helped Johnny may not help you. Okay? That's all I can say about it because I don't know enough about it to give a true opinion of it alone. But to cure c-ptsd, you say, how effective is EMDR for c-ptsd? Not very. Not very. But just like exercising and eating well and sleeping good, those are all great to go along with. Those are all parts. This may be a part for you. Okay? That's the best thing I can tell you. Sorry. You don't want anything kind of weird? Talk therapy. Nothing weird about that. Talking to someone. We have to understand what happened. That's what healing is. Okay? You want to understand by doing this. Thank you. TB. Don't know where you're from. Please, everybody, tell us your locations. Let us know where you're at. I'd like to know. Thanks. TB. What's hard for me is the guilt that BPDs create. I recognize it's on me to resist, but it is a strong pull when they are in need and require rescue. The problem is their need for help is constant, and they create their own hell. How do you turn your back on someone in need and when it's again and again? We stop placing other people's needs before our own. Okay? If I was to tell you, you must live by this rule, that we give ourselves what we need before anybody else, you won't be doing this anymore. Okay? We got to break this addiction that we have, and we have to get the stress out of our life so we can start to heal and raise our self-worth and realize I'm better than this. So let me ask you, do you deserve more? Do you deserve better? Is your life more important than this? That's a question you are asking yourself, and your choices answer it. Every time you talk to this person, go back to this person, give them what they need, you are compromising who you are, and you're placing them more important than yourself. I recommend some type of talk therapy and support for you, okay? Thank you. And please tell us your location next time. Thanks. And that's the end of part 1. I'll see you guys in part 2. Love yourself first. Bye.